Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, Lee's RCs. I'm going to show you a couple things. I was working on the Jeep this weekend, and we got the doors off, the top off, got a few parts in, and we'll go over those, see a little bit of the progress. Let's get started. Alright guys, any of you that get this Injora Jeep, if you're wondering if you can take the doors and the top off, you absolutely can. There's my doors. The hinges are still good. I didn't cut anything. Here's the top. There were 4 screws on the back. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then there were 2 on the front, there and there. They correspond on the body to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You have to get those from the bottom. So the 4 came through the back, and then on the A-pillars you had to remove 1 on that side and the 1 on that side, and then the top came off. Alright, so to get the doors out, I basically had to pull this pin up and out. Actually, I pushed it out the top. But to do that, I had to get this piece of plastic. It's just glued in there. You'll see the door pin comes right through here, through this hinge, down through that hinge, and into the top. I broke this piece of plastic off. It was just kind of glued in there. Once you get that out, you can see where the pin runs vertically right through here. But what I had to do was take off the top valance panel, and there was 1 screw, 2 screws, 3 screws, and get that out of the way. The 4th one was right there, and what that did was allow me to take off the whole windshield, and then I was able to get to the door pin, which basically just slid through there. I pushed it out the top, pulled it out all the way, and the doors came right off. So nothing's damaged. I can put them back on, slide this pin back down through, and the doors are back on. Pretty simple. Just started taking stuff apart. Like I said, the only thing I had to get aggressive with was the little piece of plastic here that was over top of, I guess it just keeps the pin from coming out the bottom and moving. But once I got that off, I was able to get the doors off. So that is that. Oh, let me show you guys a little more detail now that the top is off. It's a pretty cool little Jeep. The seats even have a little bit of reclining to them. It's kind of cool. Cup holders in the back. Shifter, 4-wheel drive, the radio, the dash, the steering wheel. This thing is really detailed. AC vents. So now we can run it with or without the doors. Alright, and as far as the frame, if you remember, we had a servo bracket like this that holds our servo for our steering, and I basically took it to work and milled the front off. So I basically cut this section off and milled the front part off for the bumper, which the holes are still there for the bumper, but I'm not using it. We're going to use the plastic bumper, but that fits up in there nice now. I don't have to order another servo mount. I can just run that there. It's flat across the front, and I think what I'm going to do is put 2 pins in there, a pin here and a pin there to hold it on the body, and then I'm going to take this one to work and put it on the mill and machine this one the same way. Just take this whole section off here, just leave the flat part of the bumper with the bolts in this main bumper bracket. That'll stiffen up the rear of the frame. We just need it to go straight across. I've only got 1 hole in the back since we cut the frame. There's 2 screws there. We only need 1 of those. It's not going to support anything. It just stiffens up the rear. So I think that's going to work. I might try to get some a video clip of milling this down just so you guys can see what I did. It's kind of cool. It's fun to get to play with stuff at work. So that's where the chassis is going. The Jeep's sitting on blocks right now. We need to get some realistic blocks because that 2x4 is not to scale. So a couple things. I ordered a 2-pack of Fly Sky receivers for the build. I ordered just a generic light kit, headlights and tail lights. We know this wheelbase is different, so I don't know what length rods I need for suspension. So what I did was order 2 packs of 10 of the M3 ball links, the metal ball links, not the plastic ones. And then I ordered M3 threaded rod. So basically I can just cut this to whatever length I want, put the ball ends on it to make my own linkage rods, and then I'll know which length I need to order and get everything dialed in. I may even just run the threaded rod for a while. I did get the motor also. I just went with the Injora 550. I believe it's a 32 turn, 35 turn Injora motor, 20 kilogram servo, and a 1060 60 amp brushed ESC and speed controller to go with our Injora motor. So it's turning out to be an Injora build, which I'm fine with. The parts are cheap, so we're gonna see how it runs. We got the Injora frame, Injora motor, Injora Jeep body. So I'm gonna try and put a tally on the screen as to where I sit as far as price, and we'll see how this comes out compared to a SCX 10.2 kit, or like Scott's Amazon, what is that thing called? Oh, Remo Hobby. So I think we're already getting close to that $200 mark, and we don't even have wheels and tires yet. But I'm gonna borrow some from Scott. We'll get there. All right, so that's just a little update on where we're at with the Jeep. The axles are ordered. They should be here, it says, within probably the next 2 weeks. I believe today's the 10th. It said it should be here between the 14th and 20 something, so I should expect them anytime this week. So get out there, build something, guys, have some fun. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.